Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Charles, and welcome to my review of Shokugeki no Soma. But since this is an anime review, we're gonna call it by its anime name, Food Wars Season 4, Episode 3, The Greatness. Now, guys, the difference between my review and other reviewers is that I'm gonna give you the review from a manga reader's perspective and show you guys some of the differences that change between the anime and the manga. Now, overall, the anime episode was pretty good. It was decent. There was a lot of things added to the anime we're going to talk about as well, and there's a lot of things changed that we're going to discuss right now. Now, if you guys want to read the chapters that this episode cover, you have to go back and read chapter 224. Then you have to go and read chapter 227 all the way through the first 7 pages of 229. It's weird pacing, but the reason that it's like that is because the anime added a lot of filler type stuff within this episode as well. Again, every anime episode covers around about 3.5 chapters of the manga, so sometimes they have to add in a little filler, a little cushion to make sure things flow a little smoother. Okay, now with that being said, let's talk about the first difference. Now, this was anime only. Basically, the first 2 minutes of of this episode was basically filler with Tsukasa talking to Rendo, where Rendo was coming back from. The only thing that was actually canon within like the first 3 minutes of the episode was basically the flashback between Kuga and Tsukasa. That was the only thing that was like legitimately in the manga. Up next, guys, we have to talk about the fan service. Now, I don't mind fan service. I love it. The anime kind of overdid it with the fan service. When I say overdid it, they added a lot more fan service, which is always a plus in my book. But they added a lot, and I'm going to show you right here. Right here, when Anne tastes his food, Tsukasa's food, as you guys can see right there, it's just that one reaction. In the anime, you had Charm, Hysteria, and they were just freaking out. But really, it was just this right here. Because then it goes right here, it cuts to the other page, as you guys can see. And that's it. It wasn't as much fan service as they made it out to be within the anime, with people floating around and there was hearts and everything like that. I mean, there was a little floating around to this extent right here, but that was about it. It wasn't really so much over the top as how the anime portrayed it to be. Now, also, Tsukasa and Kuga just okay. This was an anime only type moment as well. With just Tsukasa and Kuga. Again, it's not really much I can say on it, but it was anime only. Now let's move on, guys. Now this right here, the anime added fan service, and I get that, but they took out an important scene. Basically, after everything was settled and done, and after Tsukasa was announced the winner, the anime took out a vital scene, and it showed the character direction that they were going with. It showed expressions from Soma, and Soma's facial expressions are very crucial within this anime. So right here, guys, once everything is said and done, there's this scene right here where they supposedly show, Tsukasa looking down on Soma, and then right here, Soma glaring at Tsukasa. But again, they showed none of that. None of that was shown. And to me, missing out on a moment like this, it kind of sucks because he was even doing the fist clench thing. And when Soma does that, he's pissed off about something. But the anime didn't cover that. Now, again, that kind of sucks. Now, the one thing that I will say is that the anime did a better job than the manga when it came to showing everybody's basically being upset, being saddened because they had lost. Because in the manga, we only got this little scene right here. Everybody's in despair. Everybody's like, "Oh, I can't believe it." But the anime did a much better job at showing off everyone's despair, as well as when he was and then the power of the Elite 10. The anime did a much better job with that. Now, something else that was anime only, and it was kind of funny, and it was something that the anime added, was when Rendo went down. When she said she can still go, and Rendo went down, Nene did not come flying in like a Super Saiyan, you know, like a DBZ fighter. She didn't come flying in. That's one thing that the anime actually added as well. It was a kind of a funny edit, but I don't know why they added that as well. Also, when Arena was explaining the strategy, they took out the little panel right there where you see Takumi get stabbed. You know, when they were explaining the strategy, they took that out of the anime. Don't understand why. It's not that violent. It's just kind of like a little puppet thing. But for some reason or another, they decided to take that out as well. Don't know why they decided to do that. But again, you know, who knows? But right here, again, you gotta love the manga. One thing that I can say that the anime did very well was the introduction to Momo. Like Momo's introduction was handled very well in the anime as well as what is handled in the manga. Well, I won't say introduction, I'll say reintroduction. You know, handled Momo very well. And that'll do it, guys. Overall, it was a good episode of Shokugeki no Soma. They added a little bit more to it. You know, more fan service. They added a little bit of filler at the very beginning of the episode. And that's about it, guys. If you want to read it for yourself, like I said, you have to go back and read chapter 224 because the anime did some weird type of spacing of where they put certain parts and certain episodes. Like they move some things around to make it flow smoother for anime only. Then you got to read chapter 227 all the way to 229 in the first 7 pages of 229. Not even the full chapter, because if you read the full chapter of 229, you will get spoiled. So the first 7 pages of 229 is as far as you can go. And if you want to pick up the volume, it's volume 27 as well. I highly urge you guys to pick that up. Great cover as well, you know, just saying. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you next week for another episode review of The Greatness, also known as Shokugeki no Soma, but it's Food Wars. And hey, sayonara, seconds.